JSU Fieldmen. Each Jewish Student Union Club tie-dyed t-shirts in different colors and brought them along with their spirit to Palm Beach Central High School for a night of kickball, dodgeball, capture the flag, relay races, and of course, tug of war. I would like to present Park Vista JSU with the honor of winning first place for the second year in a row at Field Night. Field Night would not have been the same without their ruach and massive attendance. We also have an MVP award for Brandon Ginsburg. When he first arrived to the event, Brandon Ginsburg had a minor injury and yet somehow managed to play the entire game and inspired everyone else at the event with his own personal spirit and ruach, and he had a smile on his face the entire event. So could Billy, who's the president of Park Vista JSU, so here's our MVP award, and Billy will receive her giant trophy at their next JSU meeting. And Billy.
This year, as well as recognizing seniors' contributions to the community, we are also recognizing a handful of teens who have proven themselves this year as emerging leaders in the community. They have truly stepped up to the challenge of taking leadership seriously. We are fortunate enough to have them as a part of our community. When we seniors lead, we are confident that these emerging leaders will continue the success of the Jewish teen community here in Palm Beach.
Please come forward to receive your award once your name is called. Zoe Chia. Christopher Paul. Daniel Milstein. Matthew Weisberg.
Your program is a list of the graduating seniors. As you read through the list of seniors, you'll see leaders in their respective youth groups, teams that are actively involved in JSU clubs at their school, philanthropists through the Teen Tzedakah Project, and other programs with the Commission for Jewish Education, leaders on the JTI Teen Leadership Council, Wiener Panim participants, those who have traveled to Israel and community programs, including Gesher Kai and the Bodine Fellows, JF and CS team trainers, just to name a few. I'd like to ask all graduating seniors to please stand. You have made outstanding contributions to the Jewish community here over the past 4 years. Your commitment to our community and our programs is evident in your active involvement. You are leaders of today, hopefully tomorrow, and we're proud of you. Connect with Hello next year.
Now I am happy to announce a very special award. The recipients of the Kocha Team Award, meaning Shining Stars, are Billy Venticabilia and Mike. Sorry, I tried to. Both Billy and Mike have been shining Stars in the local Jewish teen community.
Next, I would like to congratulate Billy Ventimiglia for being a Coca Beans Zorkine winner. Billy, a senior at Park Vista High School, will be attending Stetson University in the fall. For the past 4 years, Billy has been actively involved with Park Vista's Jewish Student Union and has been president of the club during her junior and senior years. She has participated in the March of the Living program, been a member of the Alfred Jewish Families and Children's Services Relationships and Decisions program, participated in USY, and held a position on the Jewish Teen Initiative's Teen Leadership Council's Board of Presidents. 2 years ago, when I began overseeing the Jewish Student Union program in Palm Beach County, I met Billy, and she was the very first JHC president that I met. And the reason she became JSU president of Park Vista is because when I met with her, the Park Vista JSU only had about 4 members. And so we met. I really wanted to meet and discuss with her how we were going to better the Park Vista JSU situation, as we called it. So we met, and she said, "Leslie, I'm going to be president of JSU." and that was the first sentence that came out of her mouth. No, "Hi, how are you? It's nice to meet you."
That's not true.
President. And I said, "Okay, I can work with this kind of girl." And I think 3 weeks later was the first JSU meeting, and we had 40 kids at our first meeting. And from then on, Park Vista JSU has been one of our most successful clubs, and she is hands down one of our best leaders in this community. She does so much for the club specifically. I know she does things, I just read you her resume, but she does so many things. Our field night activity, which I talked about in detail before and gave out the awards, our first event last year, she came with a busload of Park Vista kids, and they came with face paint and hair ribbons and everything, and she herself and a few of her friends personally tie-dyed all their shirts themselves to ensure that the event would be successful. She puts her all into everything that she does, and she's the very essence of what a JSU president should be. And I just loved having you on our board this year with JSU Board of Presidents. I can't wait to see what you do with your future. So please join me in congratulating Billy, and come to the podium and give your speech.
When I was 9 years old and moving here from New York, I was moving to a strange place, one where I had no friends and no sense of belonging. Pretty soon after, I found one, within a vibrant Jewish community. After my first summer at Camp Shalom, in what is now the Lauren Eric Ross JCC, I knew I had formed a lasting bond with the people in this community. But before I continue, I need to thank some members of this population for helping to shape me into who I am today. Like my family, who has been attending events like this more times than I can count. I would specifically like to thank my mom, without whom I don't know what I would do, especially since she's driven me all over Florida, from Jupiter to Palm Beach Gardens, and has used countless tanks of gas to make sure I was able to take part in any and all events this community had. But possibly the biggest impact that the Jewish Teen Initiative has had on my life has been the mentors it has provided me with. Mentors such as Leslie Levin, who, as my JSU advisor for the past 2 years, has taught me so much. Also mentors like Adrian Linton, my USY youth director, whose face is always lit up with a smile. And finally, mentors such as Jamie Sestino, who I'm absolutely in love with, and Mr. Strackman, the man tasked with being the sponsor of the best Jewish student union in Palm Beach County. Throughout the past 4 years of my life, Judaism has maintained a constant presence. My involvement with the Alfred Jewish Family and Children's Services as a member of their incredible Relationships and Decisions program, led by Stacy Nargier and Dr. Elaine Rodenberg, has taught me valuable lessons about the impact that each of us can have on someone. We've all heard the story of the young girl throwing the starfish back into the ocean after a violent storm, and how she's told that she can't possibly make a difference because there are so many of them. All of us who know the story know that the girl answers that she's making a difference for the individual starfish she saves. This story shows the impact that one person can have on the lives of many. And nowhere have I learned this lesson better than in JTI programs and meetings. I can honestly say that the life lessons I have learned here have played a major part in my outlook on the ability we all have to change the world. A major theme in all the programs I've been a part of has been Tikkun repairing the world. And I believe that together, especially those of us in this community, have the ability to make the world a better place. I cannot take full credit for anything I've done in this community because I consider my work to be compensation for the vast amount of opportunities it's provided me with. The Jewish Federation gave me the opportunity to travel to Israel and Poland on the March of the Living. And without their tremendous generosity, I never would have been able to do it. And it was an incredible, unforgettable, life-changing trip. And it's great, thank you. And being a Jewish Student Union president has also changed my life for the better. Delivering gifts to sick children with our Little Smiles program my freshman year is something that will stay with me for years to come. The experience of being captain of a winning JSU field night team for the past 2 years is also an accomplishment that I'm incredibly proud of. And it's something I consider to be an excellent part of my high school experience. And I can only hope our winning streak continues next year. I'm going to miss everyone who has had an impact on my life in the Jewish community during these past 4 years. And I will never be able to fully express how grateful I am for the life skills, experience, and inspiration that all of you have provided me with. Thank you so much.
I am so proud of both of you for your commitment to the Jewish community. I know you will continue to stay involved in the Jewish community when you enter college. We congratulate you and thank you because so many people in this room have benefited from your contributions.
And all of your synagogue's youth groups, is everybody still holding your breath? Or did you have to breathe? 12 amazing programs. That's why I'm used to now this conference. You're all very, very impressive. You're all really awesome. So, like I said at the beginning, it's my job to admonish you to continue your Jewish life next year. Whether you're an awesome senior graduating and going off to college, or whether you're an awesome teen that is still stuck at home with your parents, whichever is the case, you are building a positive Jewish identity with us here in the Palm Beaches. Don't ever forget that. The Commission for Jewish Education and the Jewish Teen Initiative of the Jewish Federation of Palm Beach County, along with your synagogue, your temple, Jewish Family and Children's Services, and everyone else with whom we work, we're all very, very proud of you.